Well, good afternoon and welcome to another version of From Our Table to Yours, Cooking for One. Again, Susie Houston, I'm Kathy Cermak, and we're very, very happy today to have our nurse at Healthy Living OKC. Her name is Tanessa. She is very, very knowledgeable. What makes her more the knowledge is the compassion, and you can tell that from her heart. Anytime stop by and talk to her, she will be glad to talk to you. And it kind of ties into what Susie and we usually have our just regular cooking clothes on, but we're wearing pink today to celebrate our breast cancer survivors. So if you haven't got your Mammy this year, be sure and put it on your calendar for next year. Tanessa, do you have a little something to say? Or?
Yeah, I actually did a talk on Facebook Live earlier today too, so check that out about breast health in general and screenings and the current recommendations. And drop a question if you have it, or stop by and see me anytime.
Great. Say how lovely she is.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Maybe I'll get a bowl.
You will. You will. Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Today what we're going to do is we're going to do easy soups for one. The first one that we're going to start off with is easy broccoli soup. On the recipe it says 1 head of broccoli, a large, but I prefer to use the frozen broccoli, and you just want to chop it up. That way you're not wasting anything, you just pull it right out of the freezer. What I've got here is I have sauteed my onions in 1/4 of a cup of butter. And as soon as this melts, I'm going to add my flour just as a thickening agent. Then we'll go from there. But these soups are really easy, and a lot of things we'll have already in our pantry or in our refrigerator.
Well, when you say 1 head of broccoli, I call it a stalk.
A stalk. Yes.
So just one stalk, because I think a
stalk.
head would be the whole thing.
Well, when you think of a head, you really more think of cauliflower. And so it would actually just be the stalk. I will peel down the bottoms of it with my potato peeler because I don't like to waste any of the broccoli. But on this, like I said, I used the frozen broccoli and it's going to work just perfect. So as soon as this little cook stove starts heating up, what I'm going to do is I have done 1/4 of a cup of flour, I've done my onion, I've done a little bit of celery, I've done just a couple of little shards of carrots. I just like that green in there.
And when you say done, you've got your onions minced. It's very fine. It's cut very
yes,
fine.
And the onions are going to be clear when they're done. That's when you have gotten them sauteed. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add 1/4 of a cup of flour. And I might need my whisk on this.
Whip, one whip.
This is what in Cajun country they call a roux. This is kind of what you start with when you're making gumbo. And the more you cook it, it's going to not be flour tasting at all. So you want to cook it until it's kind of a little bit of a brown color. I'm having a problem with this cook stove not cooking the way I want it to.
Well, this is a very different cooktop.
It is a very different cooktop, but we have a fabulous kitchen here at Healthy Living OKC. These rooms are available to rent if you have a party or you have a reception, birthdays, anything, and a fully stocked kitchen, and it is beautiful. So if you...
when you say fully stocked, what do you mean?
I mean, there's all kinds of pans, not food, but
okay,
pans and utensils. We have a double oven, we have microwave, cooktop, anything that a caterer, if you wanted to hire a caterer to come in, would need. So
is that cooking?
well, I think.
Yeah, it's hot, isn't it?
It's hot. It's on as high as it'll go. And I don't want to burn my brown.
You think as long as we've been doing this,
I know.
you know when it was hot, huh?
I know, but I certainly don't want to burn my flour.
I'll watch it. I'm going to watch it.
All right. Anyway, if you have an opportunity, come back, and if you need one of the rooms, Misty can take care of that for you, and you can have a little party back here. We have a lot of people that
Okay.
have had wedding receptions.
Yes, baby showers.
Baby showers, birthday parties.
Yes.
Anything that you and your family are celebrating, you can do it back here. Okay. Looks like we're rocking and rolling a little
Alrighty.
bit here. I'm ready for
And
it.
it's
to-
easy broccoli cheese soup, and these recipes will be on the information table out there in the lobby, right under the big TV. That's where we'll have a few of those, and then if we run out and you want one, just let us know and we'll get you one.
Okay, I need 2 cups of broth, not
Oh,
milk.
pardon me. Oh, I was ready for my milk. I was
I
proud.
know, that is for the potato soup.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
what do you
there's
need
another
here?
cup. I need 2 cups of the broth. You want to pour this slowly into your mixture so that your flour doesn't clump.
What if you get clumps?
Well, hopefully they'll come out, or you can pick them out.
All right.
Okay, give me a slow in there. Perfect.
I wish y'all could smell it. It's just like they say on TV, smell-o-vision.
Then we're going to do another cup of chicken broth. On the chicken broth, you can use vegetable broth if you choose. You can use low sodium. I just picked up the regular.
This is Swanson's chicken broth, 100% natural.
You can just pour that in. And your second cup doesn't have to be poured in quite so slowly because you've already got your roux going. So
We
now
need this for another recipe.
we might.
Okay.
I just can't remember. We've got to. So yes,
Oh, sorry.
for the chicken
That's
noodles.
okay, that's okay.
We will need it for the chicken noodles. So I've got this on high. What we're going to do is we're going to slowly wait until this is thickened.
Got to stir it so it doesn't brown up on you too
And
much.
you don't want it to stick to the bottom of
I
the wood.
wonder if brown up is a cooking term. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe I just made that up. Brown it up. Huh?
Brown it up. As Kathy says, brown it up. All right. It's getting a little thicker. And then what we're going to do after this is we're going to add our broccoli.
Oh, but half a cup? Would you put? What's the recipe?
Well, it's a small head, but with that being frozen, I just took a big handful and I just kind of smashed it or cut it finely.
Well, it's not a cup. It's a little. I would say 2/3 of a cup is what I would say.
Mhm. Add a little bit if you
But
want
it's to taste anyway,
Sure,
right?
absolutely. Okay, come on. We can go ahead and add that now.
Okay. Wonder if you didn't like broccoli. What else could you put in? I don't know. Cauliflower?
You could
What
do,
about that?
yes, you could do that. You could do corn. This would make a great corn chowder.
Oh, that would, wouldn't it?
Sure
Broccoli, corn, cauliflower soup? I don't know.
Something like that.
Better stick with broccoli.
Yeah. Anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to let this cook down a little bit. And then I'm going to start on another recipe. This needs to cook for about 20 minutes. If you're using frozen broccoli, it probably wouldn't take quite that long. But let's go ahead and add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper.
You know, what I've always loved to make soups. And what I think soups are, they're better the next day.
Absolutely. And this really looks like it's more than just for one person.
So I would think so.
I think it would probably be for 2. Here we go with our little dash. And my little salt cellar that my sister gave me. I love it.
Oops. Well. I could stir that if you want to start the other one.
Okay. I'll let you stir that.
Okay. The next one's potato soup.
The next one we're going to do is potato soup. And
don't
when
like
we've
potatoes.
done, yeah, we need another pan. Let's start with the chicken noodle. That way I can
Okay,
get that.
okay.
How about that? What I've done in this pan is I have sauteed celery, onions, and carrots for my chicken noodle soup. And we're going to take some rotisserie chicken. You can either buy the rotisserie, but I really love this. It's just the grilled chicken.
Where do you
And
buy it?
I get it at Walmart. You can get it at Crest. You can get it at any of the grocery stores. I'm going to switch places with
Oh,
you.
okay, okay.
Because I'm going to cut up some chicken here. But I like this because it's just easy. I'm into easy. We've all cooked chickens. We've cooked for years, and it's just an easy thing to do. This is just a rotisserie chicken, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it into chunks.
Grilled, this is called grilled.
Uh-huh.
So if you're looking for that, it's called grilled.
They have seasoned, they have grilled, and they have fajita. They also have it in beef. Oh, that's looking good, Kathy.
Boy, it is, isn't it?
It is. Okay, let's go back to our broccoli right now, because what I've done is, this is what you want to add. You want to
I
add
don't
2
think you want,
cups.
how do you turn this oven down? I don't like to boil soup.
What I have done is I've added a cup of cheddar cheese. You can do the mixed, which is the Monterey. It's got Monterey Jack. And then I put some Velveeta in it because I like that thick,
Creamy.
real creamy. So what we're going to do is we're going to add that in.
It's gonna be cheesy.
And that's going to be 2 cups. I know we're skipping around, but
Oh, excuse me, are you filming? Oh. Are you? I never know what's gonna go on around
You
here.
never do. Okay, Kathy, I think we can take
Boy,
that.
I do too. You don't want to take. Ooh,
No, I would
wait,
take
look
it
at
off.
that, boys and girls. Ooh,
And I have
doesn't that
got,
look good? The broccoli's really, really green. Nothing's worse than mushy broccoli.
yes.
Okay, oop, that's enough for me.
So you can set that right there.
Okay.
And that particular one is off. And
Okay.
we will just put the lid on it and that cheese will melt down.
Okay.
Perfect.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Step right over here then, Chef. Chef.
Okay. What we're doing now is the chicken. We're back.
They didn't know we were gone.
Oh, well, we left for just a little bit, but we're back. Now, you have to see this broccoli soup. It is delicious. You see that?
It smells
It's
divine.
yummy.
And to me, it's just the perfect consistency. It's not too runny, it's not too thick, it's just
I
right.
love that.
Just
I
right, Mama Bear.
love that. Okay, so what we're doing now is the chicken noodle soup. What I've done is I have sauteed my onions and my carrots and my celery. I'm going to add that to this. This stove going again.
And what kind of chicken noodles do you use?
Well, on this one I'm using bow tie pasta. I cooked this morning before I left for work, and I just like it because I think it's pretty.
Well, let me show you what I like.
Okay.
I mean, not that I don't like that, I do like that, but I get these at Crest, and it's called acidity papy. I don't know, that kind of works, I don't know.
That is so cute.
It really is. Now be careful if you buy this, because I'm thinking, oh, these are little teeny. Well, these things are mighty and they puff up. So if I were gonna make soup in that, I would use maybe 1/4 of a cup if you choose to. But it really, it's just kind of different.
I love that.
It's kind of different.
Love
So
that.
there you
So
go.
we're letting this cook. We have done a couple of little small stalks of celery. And I will tell you, I found this really good tip on celery. When you get over in the grocery store, if you'll cut it and get it all nice and clean and then cut it in half, put it in foil. It lasts forever when you put your celery in foil.
Just wrap the whole thing.
Wrap
in
the whole
foil.
thing in foil, but clean it, you know, you want to cut your stalk off and clean it real well, but yes, it's.
I'll try that.
I had some great little tips here during COVID. We all had some great little tips. I omit the garlic only because that's just my personal preference. But if I were going to add some, I would use the minced garlic. It's just easier. It's in the jar. You can get a small amount, whatever. So as I'm waiting for this to come up, I'm going to add my chicken broth.
Chicken broth is right here.
And I need 4 cups of chicken broth.
4 cups.
4 cups, it says.
Do we have 4 cups?
Let's do 2 cups and then we'll, I'm gonna have 4 cups, do 2 cups and then we'll just do a 2 cup.
Okay.
And it'll be just fine.
Hey.
It will be perfect. Now. This doesn't have any flour in it, so you can just add your broth whenever. It's perfect. So in the recipe, it calls for 4 cups. This one, let's just
That
do
would be
2.
a whole one of these.
Yeah, and that's a lot of soup. It really is. What we're going to do is we're going to salt and pepper it. Go light on your salt because there was salt in the chicken broth.
But no MSG.
No MSG. Here's your chicken. Add that.
Oh, I would say half a cup is what Susie put in there.
Probably. Add a little bit more if you want to. And throw your bow tie pasta in.
Now, what if you hadn't cooked it? Could you put dried in there and let it cook?
You could. I think that's why it calls for 4 cups of chicken broth. Because the recipe says for dried pasta. I find that if you use dried pasta, it makes it a little gummy and it makes it a little starchy. So I would rather go ahead and cook my pasta first. And that looks pretty darn good. If y'all can see that. But we'll put it in the bowl so you can be able to
It's only
see
going
it.
to get better.
It's only going to get better. Okay, I'm going to put that on this burner. Okay, the next bowl we're going to do, or the next recipe we're going to do is potato soup.
Baked potato soup?
Yeah.
All right.
I love that potato soup.
You know, especially we're getting into, this cooler weather and nothing sounds better. These are all comfort foods. to me.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Little sleeve of crackers out there.
So what we're going to do is we are going to cut our potatoes. I didn't boil mine. I buy the ones in the wrappers that you can just pop in the microwave. So I popped it in the microwave for 6 minutes, took the wrapper off, and it peels very easily. So that's what I use. So you want to cut that up. We want to saute some onion, which I need to do another little onion here. Let's go over here to my little pantry.
We've been busy today.
We have it. We had a breast care awareness and
What are you looking for?
onions.
Oh, I got it right here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. Yeah, we're going to saute that. This is a really strong onion.
Ooh.
I know. And is there any butter in here? Oh,
Of
there's
course
the
we got butter.
There's the
Butter
butter.
right here.
The butter. And I love potato soup. It's one of my very, very favorites. Yeah, that was good.
What are these?
I love them.
What are these?
They're-
Tablespoons?
They're a quarter of a cup.
Well, look at that. They come packaged that way and everything.
They sure do.
Learn something every day. This is Land O'Lakes.
Land O'Lakes. I like Land O'Lakes.
Look at that. Isn't that cute? Huh. If butter could be cute, that was cute.
If I'm really going all out, I would do the butter from
Ireland?
Ireland. Oh my goodness, it's so good. So good. So I have minced my onions, chopped it pretty fine, and add it to my butter. Stir that. Okay, come on, sir.
What are we waiting on?
We're waiting on this to get done.
All right. Well, how many times what was your family's favorite soup?
My family loved vegetable. My mother made a homemade vegetable soup we called mini soup, and it was absolutely the best soup. It has pasta in it.
Oh, really?
She put pasta in it. And, oh my goodness, all kinds of vegetables. Yeah, that's what my boys loved. So what we're going to do, we've got our onions that have sauteed. We're going to add our potatoes.
Your baked potato.
Baked potato. Now, if you want your potatoes to be kind of mushy, I just use my potato masher.
Oh, I like mine kind of clumpy.
Well, I do too, but this will come down just a little bit.
Okay.
And we're only going to need a cup of milk.
Well, all right here.
I know. Uh-oh. Oops. Ruh-roh. Potato
That's
got
good.
jammed up in there. Okay, Miss Kathy,
Here I am.
just add me some milk. Mm.
Oh, it looks good.
It does.
So it's gonna be a little thick, or will the potato
The
thicken it
potato
up?
is going to thicken it up. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to add our salt and pepper. This is the easiest of all of them. It's just, I mean, it's just, that's it.
Yeah,
That's it. We're done.
wow.
Yeah, that is it.
You can
Now-
garnish it. We're gonna garnish it with what, some?
Well, I've got cheese and bacon bits. There you go. We're gonna wait until this brings to a boil. And I do like mine, I'm like Kathy, I like mine kind of chunky. Because I want to eat, you know. Yeah. Check on our, that one is keep going.
That one looks good. Gee, I don't know if I'd have a favorite in these three.
Oh no. I don't either because they all look wonderful. This is going to thicken here in just a minute. I know I keep telling you guys that. Kathy, will you get us 4 clean bowls?
I will.
Thank you.
Let's try these colored ones. That'll show
Oh
up.
yeah, perfect.
Boy, you've done a great job of cooking today.
Well, thank you.
What about the holidays coming up? Which one would you serve for the? Here's your family coming in at the last minute. What would be the best? That
Probably the broccoli or the potato soup. I just, I like real creamy soups. They're a little heartier. Okay, this is coming to a boil. And it's going to thicken. Which one would you serve?
Oh, I would serve. My family would like that broccoli,
The broccoli.
cheesy broccoli.
To the potato soup, I'm going to add a little bit of cheese. Because I like
Cheese. Here's cheese.
I like a little bit of cheese. The recipe didn't call for it, but I do like a little bit of cheese in it. And then when we put it in the bowl, I'll top it with some more. This will thicken it also. Oh, that looks good.
That looks divine.
It does. They're really yummy.
And it has thickened up. It's not like thick, but it's a little thicker. You don't want thick, or you'd think you'd be eating gravy.
Right. No, it's going to be absolutely perfect. Like I said, if I can ever get this thing figured out, you have to hold your mouth
You have to be
just
smarter than
right.
the cooktop pot.
Yes, just right.
Ooh, look at that.
Okay, I'm going to serve this up.
Wow, now that is a bowl of soup. Look at that.
Good hearty soup.
Mhm.
I would top it with
Look at that thing.
a little more cheese.
Oh, sorry, cheese.
A little more cheese and your bacon bits. Top it with your
Oh,
bacon
oh.
bits.
Not too many. Just enough to give it a little different flavor.
Okay, so now we have those two.
Wow.
And they do look yummy. And then we've got our chicken noodle soup. That still hasn't come to a boil yet. I don't know what's the matter with the chicken. Let's see.
Now you gotta turn this one back up.
Okay, I'll get this one rocking and rolling here. While we do that, I'm gonna wash this ladle off real quick.
Cool. Oh, I'm the sous chef. I shouldn't be doing that.
That's okay.
Chef, come back over here.
That's okay, I've done it. Voila, it's done.
Got out of that one, huh?
Yeah. So what's everybody been doing during COVID? I hope everybody's safe.
Oh, I'm
and
tired of
sound.
thinking about COVID.
I am too, but
Ugh.
we kind of have to do that, unfortunately. This is kind of like the pot that you wash that does not boil.
That's right. It doesn't. A
A
wash
wash
pot
pot
never
never
boils. That's true. That is so
Our
true.
mothers would be so proud of
Oh,
us
yeah.
right now.
Oh, so proud.
So proud that we're doing a cooking show. Mhm. But remember, these recipes are up front. They're on the information table, so just pick them up.
And the good thing about soups for me, you can improvise. I don't want bacon bits on mine. That's okay. Don't put it on there.
Sure.
If you'd like sometimes a little bit more onion, a green onion cut up would be good on any of these.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
The other thing on chicken noodle soup, I do like to add cheese, but I'm a cheese lover. And I do have a recipe. It's kind of a Mexican chicken soup recipe, and you do it just like you're cooking regular chicken noodle soup. But at the end, you add one of the small cubes of the Velveeta with the peppers
Wow.
in it. It's the Mexican Velveeta, and then you just put the lid on it and walk away. It is, oh, so good. Well, the burner says it's hot, but the soup says it's not.
Well, that's okay. Well, let's. Why don't we just go ahead and ladle one up, and we'll tell everybody have a nice holiday coming up, and
We will be filming another couple of information, little recipe things for the holidays. It's pretty hot. It's hot on the bottom.
yeah, I would. I mean, yeah. Wow, that's a lot. That is a hearty bowl.
And there is your chicken noodle soup.
Very good. So, bon appetit.
Thank you. Had a good time today. Bye, guys.